This is Rassnews, with a deeper look at the US airstrikes in Nigeria and what they may actually signal beyond the headlines. One detail has stood out to many analysts and observers. The strikes were reported in Sokoto state, not Borno, not Plateau, and not Nigeria's most visible conflict front lines. That choice alone has fueled intense debate online. Some security experts interpret this as intelligence-driven targeting, arguing that modern counter-terrorism operations are not always focused on where violence is most visible, but on locations believed to host coordination, planning, logistics, or financial networks linked to extremist groups. In this view, disrupting command and support structures can weaken insurgent operations beyond the battlefield. Others urge caution, noting that insurgent activity in Nigeria is highly fragmented and fluid. They warn against drawing definitive conclusions from strike locations alone, especially in regions where militants often operate within or near civilian environments. Since the announcement, social media has circulated unverified videos and claims suggesting civilians or religious communities were targeted. As of now, there is no independent confirmation from Nigerian authorities, US Africa Command, or international monitors that civilians or religious gatherings were deliberately struck. Both US and Nigerian officials have stated that the targets were ISIS-linked militants, and Nigerian authorities continue to stress that extremist violence in the country affects Muslims, Christians, and local communities alike, rejecting any framing of the conflict as religious. Beyond the military aspect, concern is growing over Nigeria's international image. Analysts warn that public confirmation of a US strike on Nigerian soil places the country under intensified global scrutiny, with potential implications for diplomacy, travel advisories, and investor confidence. Others argue that failing to confront extremist networks decisively would carry even greater long-term costs, and that acknowledging the threat openly may be necessary to restore stability and credibility. Inside Nigeria, daily life continues as normal for many citizens. However, outside the country, perceptions are shifting, and perception plays a powerful role in international politics. What happens next will depend on how Nigeria manages security operations, diplomatic engagement, and public communication. The effectiveness of follow-up actions, narrative control, and verified outcomes will shape the next phase far more than the strike itself. This development is being viewed not just as a military event, but as a strategic signal to militant groups, to regional partners, and to the international community. Rassnews will continue to monitor official statements, verified reports, and independent assessments as they emerge. This is Rassnews. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.